The Talyllyn Railway is one of Wales' great little trains and claims to be the world's first preserved railway. It is narrow gauge and today carries passengers from Talyllyn on Cardigan Bay inland to Abergynolwyn, a distance of just over 7 miles. It is operated by volunteers. On the journey, train buffs may not be that interested in the scenery, but there is much to attract photographers. Just over halfway is Dolgoch, famous for its waterfalls, where everyone will wish to alight for that classic view of a train crossing the viaduct before entering the station. So, well worth a stop for everyone. You don't have to take the train for the falls, but it is well worth it. There is a car park and a cafe, so Dolgoch is well catered for. From Dolgoch station, cross the track over the bridge where 2 viewing platforms are accessed for the train views. Afterwards, continue on the path and down a slope. At the bottom, turn left and there are the main falls. Photographers will have a field day at the falls using different shutter speeds. So first, change the mode dial to shutter priority or time value. If you don't wish to resort to filters, choose a dull day for long shutter speeds, a sunny day for fast. Personally, I don't like those excessively long shutter speeds that make the water look milky. An 1/8 or a 15th of a second is ideal, the water retaining its shape and form, but still looking blurred. The falls are under trees and in gullies. Matrix or ESP metering will read too much of the dark bank and overexpose the water. Instead, spot meter off the water and allow the bank to go dark. This can be adjusted later in post-production such as Lightroom or Photoshop, but burnt out water is more difficult, if not impossible, to correct. By the same token, and for greater flexibility, save your images to RAW. There are more falls higher up, but the path is rough and uneven, for which boots are mandatory. There is a reasonable path on the opposite bank, and it can be accessed from a bridge by returning down the main path towards the cafe. Digital cameras these days sport 4K video, excellent quality and good enough for projection. When used, I must confess that I resorted to auto by just pressing the red button. The Olympus OM-D E-M1mkii has a dedicated image stabilizer for handheld movies, and it seems to work, masking my accidental hand movements. The line continues to Nant Gwernol, where the quarry was located. Stay on the train whilst it is turned around for the return trip, but it stops for 30 minutes at Abergynolwyn, where there is a tea room and plenty of further opportunities for photography. This elegantly attired gentleman was keen to have his photograph taken, and he waved goodbye as I departed for Talyllyn.